Hey guys, welcome to The Sports Entertainer. We have a ton of major wrestling news to share with you guys today, but before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on an episode. We start off today's wrestling news with some major updates and news regarding Liv Morgan's status in WWE that you will definitely want to know. Now, as most of you have probably heard the news by now, as it quite literally went viral across social media, former SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan was arrested yesterday in Sumter County, Florida, over possession of weed. This is what WrestleOps on Twitter or X had reported on the shocking news yesterday. For those of you who may have missed it through PW Insider, quote, WWE star Liv Morgan was arrested yesterday in Sumter County, Florida after a traffic stop. Morgan was arrested for possession of marijuana, not more than 20 grams, and possession of drugs, possibly synthetic cannabinoid. Morgan has already bonded out. And of course, Liv Morgan's mugshot was included in this post, which helped make it go viral, with this post on Liv's shocking arrest receiving over 6 million views, definitely getting a lot of mainstream attention. Now, most wrestling fans seem to be on Liv Morgan's side in this unfortunate situation, with some of the responses to Liv Morgan's arrest announcement garnering comments from fans on Twitter or X, such as, "It's just weed, people, chill out. Literally everyone in WWE smokes weed at this point," or "What an insignificant thing to be arrested for. Just legalize it already." However, while most fans seem to feel as though this isn't that big of a deal, and actually quite a ridiculous reason for Liv Morgan to have been arrested in the first place, that hasn't stopped some fans from expressing legitimate concern that Liv Morgan could be released or fired from WWE. One reaction to Liv Morgan's surprise arrest yesterday on Twitter was, "I have a feeling that Liv Morgan will be released from her WWE contract," with this fan backing up his suspicion that Liv Morgan could be released from WWE by including this statement from WWE, quote, "Any WWE talent who is arrested, convicted, or who admits to a violation of law relating to use, possession, purchase, sale, or distribution of drugs will be in material breach of his or her contract with WWE and subject to immediate dismissal." Some other concerned fans responded to this crazy Liv Morgan news with, "I'm nervous about Liv Morgan, hope she don't get released. Liv Morgan might be released soon because WWE's new owners Endeavor have a history of firing people over drug use," with another fan saying, "And Liv Morgan is probably going to be released." So clearly a lot of fans are legit worried about Liv Morgan's future in WWE. Now, you never know what could happen, because Liv Morgan's arrest has gotten a ton of mainstream attention over the past 24 hours, with all the major news and media outlets covering it, so it's definitely bringing some bad PR the WWE's way. And while some fans are using past examples such as Jimmy Uso, who was arrested and not punished by WWE by getting fired or released, we do have to consider the fact that this was before the WWE was sold to Endeavor. So there could be some new rules behind the scenes that we aren't aware of when it comes to things like this. However, earlier today, WrestleOps would once again take to Twitter or X and release the following statements that were provided through PW Insider that do give us hope that Liv Morgan won't be released from WWE. Firstly, quote, "Internally in WWE, Liv Morgan's arrest does not currently appear to have hurt her standing. Morgan's always been well-liked and considered a hard worker, and while they obviously want the situation to be resolved as soon as possible, it's not an issue that's currently going to put her in danger of being released." With the second statement being, Liv Morgan had already been penciled in as to when she would be returning to company storylines in 2024, and currently, this is not believed to change those plans. The belief in WWE was she would be back in by the build to WrestleMania 40 and was very much in the mix for a high-profile program. Now, by all means, these sentiments from PW Insider are fantastic for Liv Morgan's fans out there, as it casts some doubt on the possibility of WWE deciding to release Liv following her arrest. But again, we really won't know for sure until some time has passed, because this literally happened less than 24 hours ago during Friday Night SmackDown. However, in our personal opinion, we don't feel as though Liv Morgan would deserve to be released or fired from WWE because of this arrest. That would seem way too harsh of a punishment for what Liv Morgan was arrested for in the first place, because almost anywhere else Liv wouldn't have even been arrested to begin with. With all of this being said, let us know down in the comments section below, firstly, your reaction to Liv's surprise arrest, and do you feel like the fans who are worried WWE will decide to release Liv Morgan from her contract are justified for feeling this way, or is there no way that the company will let Liv Morgan go just because of this unfortunate incident? Let us know. Now, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, made his thunderous return to WWE during the Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Bloodline segment, with Styles delivering a devastating phenomenal forearm to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. And while fans thought Styles was coming back as a babyface and aligning with Randy Orton and LA Knight, AJ Styles would then proceed to take out LA Knight, indicating a massive heel turn following his return. And while most wrestling fans are happy to see AJ Styles back in action and working with the top stars again like Roman Reigns, The Bloodline, Randy Orton, and LA Knight, really the only thing fans are talking about right now following AJ Styles' return is the shape Styles has gotten himself in for this return. AJ Styles looks like an absolute beast, the most shredded and jacked Styles has been at any point of his WWE career. I mean, AJ Styles quite literally looks like a monster all of a sudden, with fans posting comments on Twitter or X like, "Bro, what these stars been doing away from the ring, man? Bro is in insane shape," or "AJ is looking jacked, baby." AJ Styles looks incredible for sure, but some fans claim that Styles is definitely on roids or the juice to be able to return in this crazy of shape, with one fan responding to that first comment about AJ Styles' incredible shape with "anabolic steroids, what else? AJ looks better now at 46 than he ever did, and he's been working out for decades basically, he's on the juice. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind AJ Styles is taking steroids. I always wondered, but bro is juiced out of his mind." Or "AJ Styles is on the same steroids Randy Orton is on." Let us know your thoughts on AJ Styles' shocking transformation following his return to SmackDown last night, and do you feel these wrestling fans have busted Styles for being on the juice, or do you think Styles achieved this insane physique naturally? Last week on SmackDown, it appeared as though Charlotte Flair had injured her left leg during her match against Asuka, and while some within the wrestling world didn't think Flair's injury was anything serious or something that would basically keep Flair out of action from WWE for any length of time, that was sadly proven to be untrue last night on SmackDown, with WWE unfortunately revealing that due to the injury Charlotte Flair sustained to her knee last week during her match with Asuka, Charlotte Flair will be out of action from WWE for 9 months, which sadly means that Charlotte Flair will be missing not only the upcoming Royal Rumble, but WrestleMania 40 as well, which is devastating news. Now, we don't have any specific details from WWE regarding Flair's injury, like what exactly the injury is, or if Flair is or will be undergoing surgery for it, but the fact that Flair will sideline for 9 months lets us know that the injury was worse than we ever could have imagined, and Mike Johnson from PW Insider has now provided some insight on Flair's injury, and it does appear as though she will be undergoing surgery. Quote, "We are told that the surgery is being scheduled around the holidays, which is why it hasn't happened yet. In speaking to one source about the injury, it was described as likely worse than just a torn ACL, and that there were additional knee injuries, but they declined to specify what they may have been. Now we wish Charlotte Flair a speedy recovery, and hopefully she comes back to WWE better than ever sometime next year." Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.